I like to call this section of the evening, See It, Say It, or Show Me on the Doll. I was in the pub the other day by myself. A guy comes up to me and asks whether I've been ghosted or dumped or something. I said no. We're allowed out on our own these days. Although I'm not saying that having a chaperone wouldn't come in handy from time to time. The other day I accidentally flushed my moon cup down the toilet at the swimming pool, which left me with a dilemma as to whether to tell them or not. Tell them and I'll forever be moon cup girl, or don't and potentially leave them in the dark as to why that toilet never flushes again. So I decided to tell them because I wanted everyone to know I was an environmentalist. You know those signs at the swimming pool? No running, no bombing, no diving. They got rid of no heavy petting because these days everyone goes straight for anal. That reminds me, I bought The Joy of Sex the other day. It's the only thing that gets me to put my wine down in a charity shop. Anal intercourse. In the light of present knowledge, this is best avoided altogether. I thought about sending it to my gay best friend, but decided that perhaps it was a little too close to the bone. I'm a teacher. And I, like most teachers, spend the majority of my time thinking how I can not. Set up a mural painting business last year. Turns out what people don't want in the middle of an economic crisis is a jungle scene painted on the living room wall. A lot of changes in education. A lot of students, they find it hard to sit still. They need these fidget toys to stay focused. My boyfriend dumped me recently and I thought I was pretty cool about it. Styled it out and kept it classy. Until about day 3. When I messaged him asking for my glow-in-the-dark butt plug back. So, if anybody did need a fidget toy for the evening, anyone? Yeah, it's a bouncy little bugger. Just a heads up, I will be messaging you in roughly 3 days to ask for that back. A lot of therapy dogs in schools these days, otherwise known as the head teacher's new dog. I mean, some of them haven't even done a course. I used to work in a special needs school, and of course we had a therapy dog there because there's nothing that kids in wheelchairs love more than an over-amorous dog that they can't get away from. Anyway, me and this dog, we built up quite the rapport, and I got to wondering what first got it into therapy dogging. Perhaps they had needed a bit of support growing up, or maybe one of their parents was a therapy dog. I don't know, anyway, I thought there's no point in speculating, so I went to them and asked. And they paused and said, well, it was either that or the drugs. Slow burn. Friends of mine grew up in Northern Ireland in the 80s. I can see you all thinking that this is going to go one of 2 ways, neither of which are good. And you'd be right. He'd be the first to admit that he was quite an overweight child, but has since successfully cultivated a positive body image. That was until he recently found out that the local priest had molested every single one of his friends apart from him. Friends of mine got a message off a guy she really fancies the other day, listing all of her positive qualities. He went on to suffix this with the following statement. And you're local. She was, of course, thrilled, since what woman doesn't aspire to the attribute of convenience? I'm going to leave you with the following statement to mull over. If you answer a question right on a university challenge, but there's nobody there to hear you, are you still clever? Thank you very much.
Lucy Pogue, everybody!